Hello, Spurs fans. Paul, the Hotspur hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. I hope you're all well. How are we all feeling? I'm still buzzing on the sweet taste of not quite victory, but it was pretty good, eh? The other night against Barcelona, one of the best teams in Europe. We made them look bang average because we're Tottenham Hotspur, the greatest football team the world has ever seen. So there's a little bit of news today, but it's basically slim pickings. It's off season. What do you expect? And then I'll come over to the internet nutters in the chat and see what's going on here. So I just found a little bit of news here and there because it's all rubbish as usual. Unless anyone's got any breaking here we go news that I've missed out. Because what I tend to do is I get up in the morning and I just go through Twitter or X as they call it these days, and just pick up a few. And I usually miss loads. But the Spurs Watch today are saying, Mickey van der Ven has said, I was at the game versus Shakhtar. It was unbelievable. Goosebumps everywhere. Every time they started singing, come on you Spurs, when they scored, it was incredible. Yes. I hope Mickey van der Ven is incredible for us because we're lacking a bit of incredibleness at his position at the moment. Even though Davison Sanchez did all right. But riddle me this. How can Davison Sanchez make so many tackles and Eric Dyer, nada, niet, nicht tackles from Eric Dyer as usual? Oh, we've had a draw for the League Cup. What's it called this year? It's still called the Carabao Cup. We've drawn. Oh, Fulham. And because we're rubbish this year, well, I think we're rubbish. We've got to play in the second round. So Fulham are in the second round as well. So we're playing Fulham away in the second round of the Carabao Cup. That'd be a nice way to start our march up to get a cup. Not an easy one though, eh? Could have been easier. Is it part of the Football League's ongoing vendetta against Tottenham Hotspur? Is it? And then we got last word on Spurs are saying Pierre-Emile Højbjerg continues to be a priority for Atleti. Nothing's changed. The player has agreed with everything. Player has agreed. Has everything agreed with Atleti? Everything. Wow. The agreement between Atleti and Spurs, that's the missing bit. It's the missing piece of the puzzle. Just the mere whole buying and selling price thing. Don't worry about it though. I wonder if Pierre is on his way. He could well be. Could well be. Here's someone else that might be on his way. He did come on for a couple of minutes in the game. Didn't impress anyone, I don't think. There he is, Jed Spence, sitting on a football. What's the story with this kid? What's the story with this guy? Have we just ignored him, or is there a talent there? We haven't handled it very well, the whole Jed Spence thing. There we go. There's a few things to wet your whistle on. Got a few people in here. Channel memberships and super chats are available if you'd like to support the channel. That's cool. But if not, just chill out and watch the babble. That's what you got to do. Oh, got lots of comments. Thanks, folks. That means I'll stick around for a bit. Side dancer. Here we go. First in, best dressed, son. Number one. Well done, man. Eltel Cockerell, Jose. Hola, compañero. Good evening, Sir Paul of the Clan Ange. Oh, blimey, that's very highfalutin, man. Say no more. Gov is in here. Say no more. Nudge, nudge. Hello. We ain't seen him. Right. Oh, and Jacobs did a raid thing. I thought I had more viewers than usual because I've usually got like 2. So thank you, Jacob. I hope you had a good stream, old son. Welcome to everyone that's come over from Jacob. Jacob's channel, I believe, I've heard it said, is United States' #1 Tottenham Hotspur fan channel. It's not me that's saying that. That's just what that's the word on the street, what other people are saying. So thanks for sending a load of people over, Jacob. Hello, everyone. Corvu, Newcastle United Football Club, the club that has a badge, and it's a mythical creature on the Newcastle badge. It's half horse, half seahorse. Don't know how they work that one out, but have a look at it. It's a seahorse with hooves. How are you guys going to do this year? Because you were all like, the belle of the ball last year. Everyone bleeding loved Newcastle United, didn't they? How's it going this year? Are you going to be as good, or are you going to flatter to deceive? Is it going to be like the hangover after the party, or are you just going to kick on and do it full Keith Moon style for another year? Yeah, I'm just going to have a look here on my monetization. Yeah, of course, my YouTube switched the monetization of this channel off already. Brilliant. On live streams. Thanks, YouTube. I haven't even said a naughty word yet. Steady as Shark. Hello, Hippie. Hello, Steady as Shark. Steady as Shark is a member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. Nice to see you here, man. Oh, look at them all coming in. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! USA Raid. Big up, Hippie, says Rich. Big up, Rich. You're listening to KTZL4 105.5. Nick Brown, hi Paul. Another one of the Jacob Raiders. Oh, you're coming in. You're going to come in. You're going to see the spill my blood and the lamenting of my women, or whatever that Conan the Barbarian quote is. Eltel early in early. First match prediction I've seen. Brentford 0, nil point. Tottenham Troika, or 3 or something. I think we're going to smash them, mate. I think we're going to smash Brentford on the weekend. If we can do that to Barcelona for 70 odd minutes, I think Brentford are in for a bit of a shock. They're going to be studying all their Moneyball spreadsheets and over coaching and all that, and we're just going to come and play football. That's all we're going to do, play football. It'd be surprising how many teams we're going to beat this year just by playing football, which every other team has forgotten the art of. Ange has brought it back. Ange Postecoglou, the Ange Postecoglou choo-choo is leaving the station soon. Woo-woo, destination, glory, hop on or hop off, hop it. 3-0, yeah, what would I go? I'm going to go another 5-1. I think that's going to be our favourite score line of the year. 5-1, man. And we're going to win the treble. Oh, you said you were going to win the treble. You're so deluded. Yeah, I know I'm deluded. Doesn't matter, does it? That's the idea. When someone lifts the cup, we're all there going, yeah, we won the cup. When in fact, you're just lying on that couch with a bag of Doritos. You didn't win nothing. But we're all deluded. We all share in the glory. So we're going to win the treble this year. Why not? Beer Talk. G'day, man. Big up, Paul. Big up, Beer Talk. Nice to see you, man. Captain Grandma, another member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. Memberships and super chats available. G'day, Paul, one and all. It was a victory against Barcelona. It was a moral victory. Yeah, I'd go along with that. I felt I did a video review yesterday. So I won't retread the whole thing, but I was very happy with the game. Very happy with the result yesterday morning. It was a good performance by our boys, and really, Ange was more keen on. His priority was getting 90 minutes of kicking a football around into some of their legs. I'm sure. If he wanted to really go for the win tactically and all that, we could have done something about it. But, in the last few minutes, we just got a bit knackered and a bit sloppy. Certain characters getting a bit sloppy as usual. Mr. Dyer, captain. I know you're the people's captain, Eric, but please just go away. Stop it. But You know, we let a couple of goals in at the end there, but I wasn't worried about that. I thought overall it was a very dominant, comfortable performance. So more of that. Have more of that. And don't forget, this is against one of the best teams in Europe as well. We're not playing like Newport Pagnell Rovers or something like that. It's Barcelona we played, and they put out a very strong team, very strong first team. We put out our second fiddle team. This is the team that we're going to be smashing Fulham in the Carabao Cup with. And look, we can do that to Barcelona. We can do that to anyone, man. I'm very happy about it. Very happy. Gabriel 1. G'day, Paul. G'day, man. How you going? Oh, Yossarian. Oh, here we go. Are we going to have a prediction? Yossarian is on the money with his predictions. So you better screenshot this one. Can you predict a treble, Yossarian? Then I'll feel like it might actually happen if you say it. Morning, Paul and hippies. Morning, man. Have to listen while driving to work. My prediction, 75% possession, 700 passes with 95% accuracy, 30 shots, 20 on target, 5-2 win. See? Well, you go to most people and they say, what's your prediction for the weekend? They'll go, 1-1. When you get the full breakdown with the Yossarian, I'm going to remember that. 5-2. The Yossarian's last prediction was uncannily accurate. Uncannily accurate. Hey, Chem62. Good morning, man. Another member of the Hotspur hippie commune. Evening, Paul. Evening, man. How you going? How you going? What time is it over there? It's the middle. It's getting out the early hours of the morning. It's like 1 o'clock, isn't it? Something. Here we go. I've got a sneeze just there. Oh, will it go? Let's pretend it will for now. It's torturing me. Oh, dude, that felt like in The Wrath of Khan where they put that bug in Chekhov's ear. Gabriel 1, bottom line, without respectable defence, we can't finish top 6. We just score more goals. We'll just score more goals. Don't worry about it, man. Our defence will be fine. It'll be fine. Now we've got Mickey van der Ven and Ashley Phillips and whatever kids we can just get from the local school. Must be a school there in Haringey. We'll be all right. We're just going to score more goals. Welsh Gal. Oh, no, I was going to say Welsh Gal and then the number, but there is no number. So it's just Welsh Gal. Yucky Dar. Borodar. There we go. Greetings, Paul Borodar. Very excited about the upcoming season. Hashtag Big Ange. That's what we want to see, Welsh Gal. Another member of the commune. Super chats, member Super Normal. Yeah, no, it's exciting. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm champing at the bit for Sunday. Sunday, the kickoff here is on Sunday at 11 p.m., which isn't, too uncivilized. I can handle that. I can handle that much easier than a 2 or 3 in the morning anyway. Hang on a minute. Excuse me. The old cough button, old radio technique, that. Gabriel 1, with capable defence, the sky is the limit. That's right, Buster. You better believe it. It's they're going to be scared of us. They're going to be scared of us. Lemmy, another member. G'day, man. Like with Celtic, you can boil down the fan channels to about 3. For Spurs, it's Hippie, Jacob, and Jacko. Great technical on that. So Jack on Irish Hotspur. Yeah, he's very good at that. Very good at that. Well, thank you, Lemmy. Nice to be part of that holy trinity. Well, not about holy. Spurs trinity. Beer talk. Everyone brings some beer to Paul's party. Hit the like. Thank you very much. If you want to hit the like and subscribe, you can do what you want, man. Do what you want. We're all free thinkers here. Meta football. Small down Paul. Je ne sais pas. But that's Chris from Meta Football TV. Good little channel there. Get over there and like and subscribe to his. Mafuin. Welsh name, perhaps? Glad I finally caught you live. Great vlogs, my friend. Oh, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. Glad you caught me live. I wasn't going to do one this morning, but well, here we are. I'll just have a quick look for kangaroos. Because there was a whole load of them yesterday. Look at this. I actually managed to catch it on camera. I don't know what I'm doing because I only worked on IT for 25 years and I can't work a fucking computer. I've just noticed it's got a little... There we go. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. And wait for it. It's got a little Joey, this one. Come on, get up. There it is. See the little head? Riveting entertainment on this channel. Yeah, I do enjoy doing the little videos out and about when I'm walking. I just find a little moment, gather my thoughts, and just talk a load of rubbish for 9 minutes, and I enjoy doing it. Thanks, man. Corvo from the Half Seahorse, Half Horse Club. With Tony out, they'll be weak. Yeah, that's right. I'm sniffing blood, man. I'm sniffing blood. Here we go. Kim62 just watched another interview that Ange has done with Optus. Oh, okay, I'll check that out. I thought I could not love the man anymore, but every time I hear him speak, I love him even more. Recommend it. So is this another new recent one? Is it? Because I saw one he did a while ago, and I think it was more catering towards the Australian football fan over here, because no one really likes football over here. It's very sneered upon by the powers that be, all the private school people. They play rugby union and they don't like football. That's the game of the people, the plebs. Joe Red, love the streams, Hotspur Hippie. Thanks, man. Thanks for popping along. Oh, I've got quite a lot of people watching this. This is all right, eh? You'll keep me going for a bit because I've got nothing. So it's all down to comments at the moment. Paper thin, this thing. Paper thin. Corvu United, Newcastle United Football Club. That 16-year-old. Oh yeah, he plays Barcelona. Ended Dyer's career and maybe Reguilon as well. That was the thing that happened in that game, wasn't it? So Barcelona brought all those fresh legs on at the front, and we didn't change. So I don't think that was a mistake. I think that was by design, and they just they scored a few goals. Who cares? I thought probably meant more to them than it did to us. I don't know. But that 16-year-old, Dyer was nowhere near him, was he? He was just strolling around. It was horrible, actually, watching him walking around pointing. But also Reguilon, he turned Reguilon inside out. Although Reguilon would have been absolutely bloody knackered by that stage of the game. So, I don't know. But, funny, isn't it? So some teams have got these kids that they could put on. Where's ours? Where's Mikey Moore? Mikey Moore, get him on the pitch, man. Get him on. Oh, he's Mountain Bushman. Stema. Hey, Bonista. All talking to each other here. Here we go. Here's an old name. Echo. Hello, man. Saw your comment the other day. Peace and love, man. It's all looking good for us at the moment. Chem62, we have drawn Fulham away in the Carabao Cup. Yeah, we have, man. Let's have a look at the full draw, actually. I usually only care about who Tottenham are playing, but we got some people just roped in that support other clubs, so I might as well give them, 2 seconds of airspace. League Cup draw. Let's have a look. I find myself groaning so many times when I'm using a phone or technology. It's just, I just feel a little bit of my soul wither away every time I have to engage with one of these things. All right, so what we got here? We've got I don't know if this is right, but this is near as I doesn't sound right. EFL Cup games. Okay, QPR versus Norwich City. Bristol City versus TBD. Plymouth Argyle versus Crystal Palace. Fulham versus Tottenham Hotspur, the greatest football team the world has ever seen. Harrogate Town versus Blackburn Rovers. Chelsea versus AFC Wimbledon. There's an upset waiting to happen there. Reading versus Ipswich Town. Doncaster, where's Ian Barron when you want him? Doncaster versus Everton. And Tranmere versus Leicester City. It's interesting. Seems like a lot of games, eh? Wickham versus Sutton United. Oh, how many bloody games are there? For some reason, I was expecting like 10 fixtures. I've forgotten the football. There's 6 teams in the football. Anyway, you get the idea. Let's have a look if there's any. Not Forest Burnley. Not going to read them all out. There you go. Tottenham v Fulham. That's all you need to know. Corvo, NUFC. I do like Ange the man. Had me entertained with his football when he was at Celtic and in the J League. Yeah, I was watching him all over the place, man. When he left the Australian national team, that's when I kept following him, and it was my dream. It was my dream that he would come to Tottenham. Sometimes dreams can come true in football and in the world. You just got to have lots of dreams, and then one of them you'll get lucky on. I'm not. That's about as Anthony Robbins as I can get, man. Make a plan. Set your targets. No, thank you. Let me know. Jacob talk about as the Italian guy. Oh, okay. I think he does graphic analysis. Okay, cool, man. Cool. As opposed to big up. Well, yeah, okay. Well, whatever. Greetings are fit for the internet these days. Welsh gal. I think you mean. Oh no, they're all. Corvo, NUFC. That kangaroo would do a better job of centre back than Dyer. Psh, that's the one, man. That's the one. He even had a little player in his pocket, little kid. Good morning, Paul. Always a pleasure. That's Richie B. Richie, I've just got hair in my mouth. I don't know if it came off my beard, my eyebrow, my hair. I don't know. I need to go to the poodle parlour. Always a pleasure. Thanks, man. Thanks, Richie. Ego Echo. This season, Carabao Cup. Right, so we've got a program of glory here from Ego Echo. This season, just Carabao Cup, a little bit of glory. Next year, Europe, and then the sky. The sky is the limit. Come on, you Spurs. That's it. Well, I'm setting my sights on humbler starts. I'm going for the treble this year and then the quadruple the year after. European teams are there mopping their brows with the relief that Tottenham aren't in Europe this year. It all gives them a chance. Men of Football TV 43 watching 20 likes. Don't forget to smash them likes because they're cheaper than Solomon. He's all right again, wasn't he? Eco Echo. We have a 168-year-old who would have turned. That 16-year-old inside out. Yeah. Hang on, just going to blow my nose, folks. Back in a second. Top quality TV professional streamer. There we go. Super chats and memberships available. Professional. You don't get this on any other channel. Some of your fan base has been slating Vicario. Yeah, I've seen. Well, it's funny. What I've seen a lot of people. How do I? I've got to get the words right for this. They'll say, and lots of people are slagging Vicario off, but I think he's doing all right. But I don't really hear that many people slagging off Vicario. I've heard a little bit, but not much, you know. It's a funny internet way people have of talking sometimes. They'll just say, people say this, and to make a counterpoint to what they're saying. And I'm thinking, well, where's these people? I haven't seen them, so I don't know. I'm all right with Vicario. I think he's not worrying me. He's not worrying me. He's showing some good reflexes. He seems to be comfortable on the ball. Yeah, I'm totally unconcerned. I think he's going to be great. You know, it's not like Hugo the last couple of years where every time the ball goes near him, we're all clenching, thinking, what's he going to do? Who's he going to boot it to? Vicario's been fine. More than fine, actually. Caption Grandma, Bayern supposedly to make another pathetic offer for Kane, but it's going to be too little too late, and they'll have to buy Lukaku. Oh, Martial. Brilliant. I mean, it has been a pathetic pursuit by Bayern Munich, hasn't it? And I think it looks like Harry Kane's going to stay now. So I've hoped he would stay all along. And I'm glad he is. One more year of Harry, at least. We'll see what the contracts negotiations are like during the year, but I don't care about all that, you see. And there's probably going to be a load of press speculation, but I don't care because Harry Kane's going to be with us for one more year, and it could be a good year, you know. Well, we're going to win the treble, so you know, there's 3 trophies for Harry to lift. Ego Echo is having technical issues here, man. I know. Was it Darlington? I thought he was Doncaster. Oh, maybe you're right, Chris. We'll see when he services. Mathwin, hey, I only recently started following you. Really enjoy your vlogs. How long you supported Spurs and why it was Spurs? How long you supported Spurs and why did you choose us? It would have been in the somewhere in the mid 70s. I reckon 76 or 77, something like that. And I was a little kid and I had a football with all the football teams written on it. And I thought, well, I want to support a team. And I threw it up and pointed at one. And it was West Ham United. And I thought, oh, I don't like the sound of that. So I threw it up again. And second time, Tottenham Hotspur. And I thought, ooh, that's an interesting name. That's an interesting name. So there you go. That's what happens. And then it was really when I was about 13, 14. A couple of mates at school, we just decided to go to a Tottenham game. We just decided. It was after we won the UEFA Cup, so it was the season after that, 84, 85. And it was fantastic. It was so good. Traipsing over, get the train from Uxbridge to Seven Sisters, but it was so much fun going to watch Tottenham. Loved it. But now, a nice little story I got off Twitter here. Speaking of good people at the club and how it's a fun place. Where is it? Did I not bookmark? My bookmarks, my bookmark technique is lousy. So I missed it. But there's a guy walking down the street in Dublin and he had a Spurs shirt on. And Jurgen Klinsmann walks past and says, nice shirt. How about that? Brilliant. Right. Beer Talk, you'll help me wish it into existence. Say it with me. Harry Kane will stay and sign a new contract before the end of the season. I think that's what's going to happen, man. Because I think we're going to be brilliant. We're going to be brilliant this year. Why would you go? You're already playing for the best football team the world has ever seen. Why would you go anywhere else? It's just going to be second best. Saying things like that as a Spurs fans really gets under the skin of the Rory Jennings of the world. Oh, Spurs fans think they're good. Yeah. So what? What's it to you, mate? Lemmy Vicario looks like he puts too much energy in moving in rapidly into the air rather than a straight move to obstruct. Better articulate what I'm trying to say. I'm just a layperson. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think there's good things there, man. So like his reactions are good. I like that he actually takes a bit of a risk once in a while. And so far his risks are paying off. Like when he ran out to hit the ball, he still got back. Could have all gone horribly wrong, of course. But, you know, I don't mind a keeper with a bit of oomph about them because goalkeepers are usually crazy. They're nutcases. So I want more of that nutcase, you know, psychology in their head. I think it just adds a little something extra to the team. And I like the way he shouts a lot of the rest of the defenders. He's very vocal. He's not like a big sulky sourpuss like Hugo, who's just like flapped in his third goal in 10 minutes and just says to everyone, calm down. We can't calm down. We got a knobhead in goal, Hugo. Which be, I hope you're right, Beatle. Yeah, man. Gabrielle, can anyone confirm rumour long lace? Oh, well, I could do a half-hour search, man. I'll do a half-hour search. Let's have a look. Because that was the danger about us playing Barcelona the other night, wasn't it? Because, they were going to talk about it. We don't want them talking about it. Let's have a look. Oh, no. No. Last word on Spurs, at least, are saying Tottenham have reached an agreement on personal terms with Clement Longley to join Spurs on a 3-year deal. However, don't get carried away. However, the fee remains a sticking point. That's good. Let's keep that sticking point there, folks. With Barca now considering accepting loan proposals with an obligation to buy. We've already loaned him. We've already borrowed him. It's like, how many times you've got to go to a video shop and rent out a VHS before they'll just let you have the bloody thing? Oh, no. No. Oh, why'd you ask me to search for that, Gabriel? That's not made my day. Oh, long lay for 3 years. No. Derek Galloway, hey, cousin. Hey, g'day, man. Eco Echo, good night, Paul. Night all. Night, Eco Echo. Pleasant dreams, man. Derek Galloway, how about them aliens attacking in Peru? What's going on here? Is this a thing? Oh, Peru village under attack from aliens. Oh, what a surprise. It's not quite a clear video. It's all a bit fuzzy at night. I hate to burst everyone's bubble, people, but I know this is the internet, but there's no such thing as aliens. It's just us. That's all there is. You look up, there's bugger all up there. That's all there is. That's it. We're it. Or at the very least, do you reckon there's a species up on some planet there that takes delight in kicking a round little ball around and sticking it in nets? No. And that's the mark of civilization, is football. There's no one else playing football out there. No. Nothing. Richie B. Still early days for Vicario. I think he'll come good. I think he's been all right. He hasn't been crap or anything. But he'll be good once he gets his confidence up. I think he's already doing a good job. Here we go, Captain Grandma. Good keepers need to be proactive, not just reactive. And Vicario shows signs of both. So here we go. Nice voice of reason. Thank you, Captain Grandma. Kim62. Sanchez had a great game. He certainly did, man. Who would have thought? Is that Ange influence, or was he putting himself in the shop window? Bit of both, I suspect. We are going to see players playing better because we've got a better coach. Ange is a great football coach, and he's got great coaches working with him. We are just going to be better. It's not going to be a surprise when players start doing better. Dyer ain't. There's no hope for Dyer because he just doesn't understand football, poor kid. He gets the ball and he just doesn't know what to do. But Sanchez, whether it's shop window or, this sounds ridiculous. It is ridiculous. But if he played like that for us every game, we wouldn't have a problem with him, would we? So, but shop window, maybe. I was surprised. He was putting a lot of well-timed tackles and blocks. It was great. Richie B, Longley not holding the shirt up yet. So let's hope they don't reach terms. They've only got how many days? Oh no, they've got 20 days, haven't they? That's no good. Oh, they're going to agree to something, aren't they? We can't have him for 3 years. Longley could be worse. We could have signed Maguire, yeah. Despite all Maguire's agents chirping and chirping, saying, proven Premier League star linked with Tottenham. No, he's not. No, he's not. You can say all you like, you Mr. 10%er. We ain't having him. If the Longley news is true, Ange must think he's good enough. Well, yeah, I suppose you could look at it that way, couldn't you? I mean, if Ange wants him, Ange wants him, but I'm not sure about. Well, Ange has been pretty cool. He's been pretty straightforward and honest in his answers to the press when people are saying, you've got to get rid of a load of players, and he's kind of saying, well, the club's looking after that. I think that's fair enough. So he's going to pick his squad, and then it's up to the club. Yeah, here's what I don't need. Do what you want with them. I don't care. That makes sense. Why should he worry about, all these players on the books? He's just going to manage the team. They can, play under 23-year-olds or do whatever they want. Go on loan. It's not up to him. I like that. Maguire, a wet spam. That'd be funny, eh? Stratford FC. What a replacement for Declan Rice. Gabriel 1 says, theory is Dyer has pictures of Levy in compromising positions. And I think Levy has got pictures of the Leicester City owners in compromising positions with how cheap we got Maddison for and loaned and sold off Harry Winks. It's a brilliant bit of business, that. Legacy 11. Be up, Paul. I don't think Ange wants Longley. Bring back Cameron Carter-Vickers. I know what you're trying to say. You're not trying to say the code on the back of the credit card. What about Cameron Carter-Vickers? I'd love to have him back, man. I think he'd be fantastic. He's such a good player. Cameron Carter-Vickers. There'd be lots of people going, blah, 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 because they haven't been watching him. But I've been watching him for Celtic for the last couple of years while Ange was there. And he was great. I'd have him in tomorrow, man. Meta Football TV. Chris says nothing confirmed here in Spain regarding Longley. Was offered to Juve, but they preferred Laporte. Oh, well. So are we out for Laporte? Is he gone now, is he? I thought there was rumours of us being interested in him. Let's have a look. It's too hard for me to make sense of. Too hard for me to make sense of, but I don't know. Kim62, member of the Hotspur Hippie Commune. Super Chat's available as well. Dyer showed he is not up for the job. I hope Ange can see that. Yeah, I think that was his. Well, how do I know, man? But I'd imagine that'd be something possibly quite deliberate by Ange. All right, Dyer, there you go. There's the captain's armband. Let's see what you got. Not a lot. Same old Dyer, man. In fact, you've got to say if you look at our players across the board, they've all played better than you expect. Well, in my mind, I'm just trying to think if there's any one that hasn't. Like Reguilon's been, okay, better than I thought. Not saying brilliant, but better than I thought. Dyer, he's the guy that has not done that. I'm trying to think. I think he's the only guy. I think he is, isn't he? So I think that might be the end of Dyer with a bit of luck. Mathwin, I hope Ange ball works and we don't get hit on the counter every week. See, here's the thing. Let me put your mind at rest, Mathwin. Because I've heard a few people say this, you know what? And I've heard people saying, I know I'm not saying you're quite in this camp here, Mathwin, but I'm just going to use you as an excuse to develop this. So I've heard people saying, we're going to be attacking so much. It's going to be, we're going to get done on the counter attack. As if to say, let's not attack. And I like to attack. And the thing is, if you get the ball in their net, there's no counter attack, is there? It all goes back to the centre spot when we start again. So I want to attack as much as possible. Get loads of goals. A counter attack. They're not going to counter attack every attack we have. I mean, did you see the way we stifled Barcelona, man? We stopped them playing. We stopped Shakhtar playing as well. I know, different level of opposition, but we're stopping these teams from playing. We're up them. So, bring it on. Counter us all you like. we're just going to score more. If we're scoring 5, even if they score 4, they've still lost, haven't they? It's brilliant. Milton McGregor, g'day, man. Morning, Paul. Hope you're good, mate. Can't wait for the EPL to start. How do you feel about getting Fulham away in the cup? Well, it's a tricky start, isn't it? But you know, if you want to be the best, you've got to beat the best, haven't you? So you've got to play Premier League clubs at some stage. Get them out of the way. Get them out of the way. Get a bit of confidence on the run up to Wembley. Why not? CCV is fantastic, says Corvo Nufk. He's improved massively. He has, man. That's why I think a lot of Spurs fans wouldn't be keen on him, but I would be because I've seen him. Richie B. There's his other defender, Schur. Yeah, Per Schur. I looked at him the other day. You know, he looks all right. He looks all right. I'd rather have him than Longley, I suppose. Gabriel says Ange was sending a not so subtle message to Enoch with Eric Dyer being captain. Possible, man. Possible. He's their golden boy. And he was absolutely bloody woeful the other night, as to be expected. He's like the one guy you can't improve. It's like he doesn't, because maybe he just thinks he's the best or so. I don't know. I don't get it with him. I don't get it. Yeah, I saw this too, Chris. Chris from Meta Football TV. Hatate was left out of the team on the weekend by Rodgers. This is Celtic. Speculation on him ultimately ending up with Spurs has risen. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure if we're going to be pinching any Celtic players. Legacy 11. Do you think Ange will go with the team he started at Shakhtar? I think he will. I think there was a close one, wasn't it? I think yeah, basically. So I think the starting 11 in my mind looks like Vicario, Udogie, Van der Ven with a bit of luck. Let's get him in. Van der Ven, Romero. Oh, don't you feel more comfortable already saying Van der Ven and Romero instead of Dyer and Sanchez? God, that's going to be nice. Royale at right back. And then we're going to have Basuma, Madison, and Sarr. What a combo. What a combo. Basuma, Madison, and Sarr in midfield. The Papa Matasarosaurus. Can't wait to see more of him. And then up front, Kulu, Son, and Kane. It's up to them to lose their positions. I think they're incumbent. You know, they got to respect them and give them their chance. But I don't know how long maybe it'll be before we see a bit of rotation in that front three. I think Son and Kane are getting. I think Son and Kulu are starting to get there though. So they might be nailed on in a couple of games' time. But it's nice though that we've got a bit of competition up there for them. Milton Berger, I know Dyer is shit, but how does he get worse? It's mind-blowing. The guy's as much talent as a wet rag. It is appalling, isn't it? It's soul-destroying watching him. Because it's not even just that he doesn't tackle. It's whenever he gets the ball, all momentum just puts the handbrake on. We all grind to a halt because Derek Dyer's there strolling around the pitch without a clue in his head until someone gets near him. He's like, oh, when a player's within 5 yards of me, then I'll pass it. And they've got to be careful you've got to be careful when you go too close to Dyer because you might have 3 or 4 players on you. You might be just running past him, but as soon as Dyer, his radar gets activated, 5 meters or less, he'll give you a hospital pass. Can't stand him. I can't stand him. Capture grandma the way our midfielders are playing. Bentancur could have trouble getting a game when he's fit, but isn't that a great problem to have, man? Great problem. We've got some really good players. Really good players. I'm excited, man. Just have a look down here. Here we go. Milton is saying Man at Store against Fulham 4-2 win. Oh, I've no idea what the score's going to be then. One game at a time, man. One game at a time. I'll just present. I'm going to go 5-1 against Brentford. It's going to be exciting. Oh, Shamu van der Ven. Von der Ven. Man U have Tapsoba. We haven't had a mention of Tapsoba yet today. Let's talk about Tapsoba. He's on the list. I think we've cooled off on him, haven't we? There's no more Tapsoba talk. Ah, well, what can you expect, eh? And it's not that I don't like Venom. I'm just not filled with confidence when he's 1v1. Yeah, well, you know, I'm not getting the wobbles myself, but I get that other people are. I think he's going to be fine though, Vicari. I like him. I like him. Don't know quite why, but he's got something about him. He's got a bit of something about him. Levy will get taps over the line, but we need to shift some players. That's their problem, isn't it? That's their problem. Who cares? Doesn't affect the football. Players hanging around. They're not going to be near the squad. I don't care. Corvu, one Celtic player I really love is Kyogo. That lad, yeah, he's just signed a few years. I knew I'd get a message from a mate of mine when I mentioned taps over. I bloody well knew it. But there's no more taps over talk. Yeah, Kyogo, but he's I think he signed a new three-year deal with Celtic, so he's unlikely to be going anywhere. But I like Kyogo. He's got a good rapport with the Celtic fans up there. He's a fun guy. He's got a good attitude. Scores 30 goals in a season. Can't be unhappy with that. Here we go. Yossarian. Not uncommon for Angie's front line and midfield to backtrack as far as our corner flag at times to assist with defending. Yes, his philosophy is to attack, but that means without the ball as well. Yeah, and you know what? It was so apparent in the games we've seen. Our first line of defence is our attack man as well. It doesn't matter where the ball is. We want to get it back. We were getting the ball off Barcelona so high up the pitch, and it was rare that we'd lose the ball. But on the occasion when we did lose the ball, Barcelona, we've got the ball back. By the time they got their shit sorted out, we've already got it back off them. It was really high octane, fast and furious football. If you ask me, I loved it. It was great. So we're not just relying on our, if the ball gets down to our centre halves, that's the last resort, isn't it? We got 10 other players or 9 other players that have got to get the ball before them, and we seem to be doing that an awful lot. When you look at like the Shakhtar or West Ham games, we'd have 30 shots and they'd have 3 or 4. Pretty good, I reckon. Pretty good odds. That I'll take that any day. Kim62, still not sure on Richarlison. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I've got that question mark as to the right way around. I'm with you, man. He looks like a footballer, but is he? He's still not showing enough. Now, he's pretty quiet in that game. I mean, he does a lot of running around and stuff like that, but he's supposed to be scoring goals. He's a centre forward. Lavia looks like he could be going to Chelsea. They just jumped in front of Liverpool with a 48 million bid. Don't matter. Chelsea are going to be propping up the bottom this year. They've got a manager they don't want, a manager that doesn't want to be there. They're owned by a complete clown who doesn't understand football. They're by nature a puny little club. They only had just inflated success because of Roman Abramovich. And they're going to go back to being bang average like they were before Abramovich came along. They had a bit of success when one of our boys, Glenn Hoddle, taught them how to play football. But before that, they were bang average, mid-table, Division 2. That's where Chelsea belong, Division 2. Shamu Van der Voo, crazy scene in one of my career mode centre-backs at Spurs. Been signing VDV for my team for about 3 years now. I haven't played FIFA for quite many years. What time are you running to? I'm probably just going to finish now, actually, Chris. I'm almost spent. I think I'm done. Yeah. Todd Bowley spends money like Lindsay Lohan on a binge. It's like, oh, no, I've done it again. I've bought the Kaku. Oh, I promise I'll never touch a drop again. Let me worry about Dyer in the same way I worried about Starfelt at Celtic for some strange reason. Ange kept him in the first team for 2s. Yeah, no, that's why you needed a strong guy like CCV up there. He did cover a lot for Starfelt, but he still did a job. I mean, Celtic only let 30-odd goals in and scoring 110-odd. I mean, their goal difference was bloody 80. This is what people say, we're going to front foot, we're going to let loads of goals in. Well, Celtic didn't really. Goal difference of plus 80. I'll take that any day. Paul, have you seen the skits on Roman Abramovich on Ruddy Ellis, Harry Paul? Yeah, I did see them years ago. Your son, I obey him. Yeah, that's it. Richie works hard for the team. I thought he played quite well against Barca, says Captain Grandma. But he didn't. There was no end product. That was the only thing, man. Maybe, maybe he'll start scoring goals, but maybe not, man. Anyway, you know what, folks? I'm going to wind it up here. I thought I'd just do a quick one. Thanks so much for hanging around. There's quite a lot of people in today for one of my streams. It's very nice. If you want to click like and subscribe as it hits you on the arse on the way out, that'd be cool. But other than that, looks like a nice day. We have got, what's today? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days before our campaign to glory lifts and gets going. I'm looking forward to it, man. So thanks for popping in, folks, and I'll see you around next time. And until then, I'll just say peace, man, peace and love, and come on, you Spurs.